Hello. How's everybody doing on this Sunday? It's spring here in Tennessee. Loving the warmer weather. Yesterday, went out, had the day off, Saturday, rare day off, and went to the LBL, the Land Between the Lakes, Berkeley Lake, Kentucky Lake, and it's an area really pretty and fun. Hold on. I need softer compound butter. Okay. The LBL, there's a place in there called Turkey Bay. Turkey Bay has trails rated from easy to difficult for such things as ATVs, side-by-sides, and Jeeps. I'm a Jeeper. The last time we did it was so scary for me. I had a full-on panic attack a little bit that day, and later on, especially that night. Hold on. So I just posted a lot of those videos, and the way I worked myself through it or stayed calm was with a little, smoky smoke, vapey vape. And it worked. So, yay. I had a good time. Okay, what I'm making today, I'm feeling very grandma-ish. Have my grandma walk up, have my Aunt Mildred. I'm making a casserole. Okay, this would be the dish that, the new neighbor moves in, and my grandma or my Aunt Mildred would, bring it over, welcoming them to the neighborhood. The world is a sad place. People don't do that anymore because people don't care about people, and they're a bunch of fucktards. So what I'm making is I'm browning up I have some chicken tenderloins that I'm just going to brown up. The recipe said to cut the tenderloins into bite-sized pieces first, which I don't really like to do, and I'll tell you why. Keeping the chicken as whole as possible makes it juicier and moister. If you're going to expose all those different surface areas by cutting it into a cube, it's just going to be dry. It's going to be dry. It doesn't matter how much moisture you put back into it, or a reduction, as it's called, it's not going to work. A few weeks ago, I posted steak. We did steak, and I made a compound butter of butter, garlic, and horseradish sauce, or horseradish, excuse me. I had some of that left over, so we're gonna use that to brown the chicken. That'd be good. Why not? We're just fucking going where we're fucking going. Speaking about fucking going where we're fucking going. Story from the way past. This is back when we had dial-up computers. I'm sure some of you just twitched and Tourette'd a little bit on that one. Dial-up computers took forever to dial up, to use, to power on. It also came with this lovely feature. We have to have advertisements wherever we go, whether it be TV, streaming, radio, whatever. You have to have people advertising their product. It pays the bills. I used to work in radio. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. So I had this friend I worked with at Walmart for the life of me. I think her name was Alicia. I'm not sure. I don't remember. A long time ago. We're talking 1999. Okay. Anyway, she didn't have a computer. We did. And her husband was a huge Atlanta Braves baseball team fan. And he had a collection of watches, men's watches. So she wanted to get him like a men's jewelry box with the Atlanta Braves team logo, whatever you want to call it, on the top of it. Okay, cool. You know, nice gift. Sure, why not? So she needed my help in searching stores online to purchase this item. This was way before Amazon. This was before the internet. Sort of, kind of, or at the same time. I don't know. So I'm talking with her, and like I said before, it's a slow, you know, you're powering up the computer. It could take 10 minutes easily. And it would do this horrible ta-dong noise. Super annoying. By the way, my chicken is in the pan. And it is browning. If you don't have one of these, get one. Extra virgin olive oil dispenser. Thank you, Kayla, for turning me on to this. Not only does it spray, but it also pours. It can do a fast pour, or it can do a longer pour if you hold it longer. Bartenders will understand this. Or alcoholics will understand this, whatever. So anyway, so I'm waiting for the stupid thing to come up, right? In the meantime, so I'm going to, I have in the search bar, I'm typing, what I'm wanting to type is Atlanta Braves. That's it. I figure I could just search from there, keep it real general, generic, and, you know, maybe I was going to put Atlanta Braves jewelry box for men. Yeah, I don't know what I was going to do. I typed in Atlanta. At that moment, my caller ID tuned in, chimed in, whatever. It was my dad. And I said, hello. He's like, hello. And his first question was, how are the boys? Christopher and Michael. So my brain absorbed that, and my fingers typed out Atlanta boys. Search. That brought up porn. And back then, when we had the pop-up ads and the banners and all of this items in your face, all of a sudden, dick pic, dick pic, dick pic, dick pic, dick pic, dick pic, all over the place. I scream. My dad goes, what's going on? So I decided to give him back a taste of his own medicine. I said, are you at your computer? He goes, yes. He already had it dialed up. It was already on. He didn't have to wait the 10 minutes. So I said, hey, in your search bar, just go ahead and put in there Atlanta boys. He goes, well, okay. And he fell for it, and he did. And as I was hanging up on him and clicking back over to my friend, all I heard was, oh my God, what the hell? You're welcome, Dad. That was a fun day for me. All right, so what I'm going to do is we brown this up, and like I said, I keep it whole, and then I let it rest because you got to let the juices redistribute. This goes with any kind of meat except fish. Chuck roast, hamburgers, chicken breast, pork loin, whatever. After it comes to your ideal temp, and ideal temp, that's subjective. You know, I know you have the medium rare and rare, etc., but it's going to keep cooking 5 to 10 degrees. So for example, my roast that I cook needs to be at about 160, 165 final temp. I pull it at like 150 or 155 because as it sits and rests, it's going to continue to cook, and I don't want it to be overcooked. So you got to play that little dance. You might notice that I am wearing my Kansas City Chiefs. This is a boa, kitchen boa. I always have towels because I wash my hands continuously so I don't cross-contaminate my family. And then I also have hot pads whenever I need them. So Sue made this for me. I love it so much. We are a huge Chiefs fan. I am a huge Chiefs fan. This is a Chiefs family. If you're going to come into my house to watch a football game and you're not going to root for the Chiefs, you can sit on the front porch. Let me go get my casserole dish, and I gotta grease it up like a pig. Hold on. Wrong place. That was a lot of noise. But you know, I don't edit my videos. Why, you may ask? It's because it's called Jen's Dirty Dishes. Fuck it, let it be dirty. Why does it need to be polished and prim and proper? I sure the fuck ain't that. So we're gonna lube up a huge pan, probably bigger than I need, but here we go anyway. Show you a little bit about what's going in the casserole. Never doubt a white woman in the South with some sort of protein and a cream of chicken, whatever, and butter and cheese and stovetop stuffing. I shop at Aldi's. I highly recommend Aldi's. It has saved us so much money with the rising food costs. Again, what? This is why I'm cooking a casserole. I just need something to stretch. The food costs are outrageous. And this is how I combat that. So, getting back to the Chiefs fandom of the Red Kingdom that I am in. I work for an eye doctor. Everybody at my work knows that I'm not only a huge Chiefs fan, I'm a huge football fan. Like, I study the game. I study routes, trick plays, passes, holds. I can usually make a penalty call, you know, before the ref comes on mic to throw the flag or to make the call. It's usually me. I can do that. Study it. It's great. I should have been a coach. But anyway, so a little bit of optical thing for you. Color blindness. People who are colorblind. There is no cure. Yes, there are those special glasses out there that they have to put on, and then they can see all the different colors, and that's great. That's amazing. Great, whoever invented that. But there is no cure. Okay. At my work, I am what's called the referral specialist. In other words, if the optometrist sees something concerning within the eye, the health of the eye, the chart comes to me. I refer it out to a specialist. This is not a curable disease, so there's no specialist. All right, that's the backstory. Doctor also knows that I'm a Chiefs fan. He also knows that the Chiefs color is red and the Philadelphia Eagles color is green, and the Chiefs forgot to show up. The offensive line forgot to show up for the Super Bowl. So the Eagles won. Way to go. Go Birds. Go Birds. Anywho. So, about a week after the Super Bowl, my doctor comes up to me and he goes, "You're not going to believe this." Now, the main colors that colorblind people can't see, they can't distinguish between red and green. This is very problematic at stoplights. Most cities have red, yellow, green. For a time being, St. Louis had their lights, instead of turned this way, they had it turned this way. Red, yellow, green. I had a relative that was colorblind, couldn't distinguish between red and green, and almost died in St. Louis. So, anyway, red and green. Can't tell the difference. Dr. Beeman comes up to me. Oops, I was going to not say his name. Oh well. Anyhow, my doctor comes up to me and says exactly this. "Hey, I need your help with something. I need your help with a patient. I had an interesting case come through the other day. First time of ever experiencing a case like this. I mean, I'd heard about it, studied about it in medical school. First time ever experiencing it. A true case of color blindness. So my medical brain starts firing on all neurons. And I'm like, okay, who do I refer that out to? It's not a retina problem. It's not a cornea specialist problem. It's not a... There's no cure. Where's he going with this? He goes, it was a true colorblind a colorblind case. You know, he couldn't distinguish. The patient could not distinguish between red and green. And then he proceeds to say, the patient's name, oh, it escapes me. I think it was like Patrick Mahomes. What? What the fuck? Patrick Mahomes is my quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. And once again, the Chiefs are red and the Philadelphia Eagles are green. I flipped off my doctor. I usually have the utmost respect for all doctors. Not in that moment. So anyway, what a casserole is you basically, you throw a bunch of slop. I call it that because you're going to mix everything up. You're going to cut this up. You're going to throw this in there. I've got spices galore to go in. I've got all my soups. You're going to mix it up in a bowl. And it's going to make this slop, 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 slop sound. You know, you can imagine what it sounds like and what other things in life sound like that. And then we're going to throw it in the oven and bake it for probably 350 because that's the universal fucking temperature. 350 at some odd degrees. I have to look it up on my phone. So that's it. Welcome to another episode of Jen's Dirty Dishes. Send me a message if you want, what else you want to learn how to cook. I'm pretty easy. Again, no Gordon Ramsay shit. He's too highbrow for me. I can't do it. So, signing off. Thank you again for everyone who follows, watches, views, shares, subscribes, etc. I am on YouTube as well as TikTok under Jen's Dirty Dishes. Bye.